That's a little bit high. Hey guys, what's up? It's Annie and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be doing an It Gets Real. I have my coffee and I'm ready to go. As you can tell, I'm in front of my Christmas tree. So if you want to see me Christmas decorating my bedroom, please go check that video out. I posted it last week. I love my Christmas room. It's such a vibe. So I have this series on my YouTube channel where I basically ask you guys questions for if you need advice, just stuff about my life, stuff that I've learned, and it gets very real. That's why it's called It Gets Real. I haven't talked to my fans in so long. It hasn't been just me and you. So that's why I wanted to do this video today, to kind of update y'all on life and answer your questions. Also, before we get on, like, doesn't my hair look kind of good? Like, I blow dried it. I never blow dry my hair. Like, when my hair looks good, you know it's gonna be a good day. I'm gonna start off kind of juicy, you know? I'm kind of scared. Do you miss dating Brennan? Ah! Okay. So, Brennan is my last boyfriend. We broke up in August. We stayed friends for a really long time. I don't have a bad bone in my body for Brennan, but we're keeping our distance. Honestly, the relationship was a very difficult one to navigate because both of us weren't the greatest at communicating, and none of us knew what each other wanted, and none of us had what each other wanted. I'm a very committed, like, I want to settle down and I want to feel safe and secure with someone. I think Brennan's definitely more like, I want to have fun and I want things to be really lighthearted, which is okay, but I don't think that either of us ever truly expressed what we were wanting in a partner. So there was always this like dysfunction between us. Honestly, from this relationship though, I've learned so much and I'm so happy that I had it and I had that experience, and I will never have a bad bone or anything bad to say about him at all because we're just different people and that is okay. So I don't necessarily miss dating Brennan. I do miss him as a friend, but everything happens for a reason, and if we're meant to be in each other's lives, we'll be in each other's lives. If we're not meant to be in each other's lives, we won't be in each other's lives, and that is okay. How to break up with someone. Oh my gosh, Shayla Charles says how to break up with someone. So, there's a few things you need to know in your brain and in your heart before going in to break up with someone. First things first, no matter how long the relationship is, no matter how intense it was or not intense it was, or how toxic it was or good it was and pure, you do it in person. You never do it online unless if you're long distance. I've had to break up with 2 people over FaceTime. That sucks. Obviously, you're not gonna get your parents to drive you like 2 hours to go visit someone and then you have to like go back with your parents and like, I don't know, that would just be weird. So FaceTime's fine if you're long distance, but if you're not, in person. Second thing is you have to know what you're gonna say. If it's a toxic relationship, they'll try to talk you out of it and be like, oh, but you're just this and I didn't mean that, and basically gaslight you and switch the situation to where you're the bad guy, and then you're like, oh wait, maybe we shouldn't break up. So you have to go in with a really strong sense of what you want and what you're gonna say and what you're gonna do, and don't leave room for negotiation. And number 3, you always have to say it in some way that won't be turned around in the future. So that guy can't go around and be like, oh, this girl broke my heart, or this girl said this and this girl said this. You say it in terms of like, I feel, instead of accusing them. Like, you did this to me and so I'm breaking up with you. Like, that is just not good. You don't say that type of thing. You gotta be like, I feel that it would be the right thing for me to take myself out of the relationship. You make it about yourself and not necessarily them, because that can get turned around and you can get a bad word of mouth around like your community and stuff. You have to be very careful and safe with how you use your words. Is it okay to be single? Yes. I cannot express this enough. For me, what's personally happened is that every year of my life, I've had a guy since I was 12. And so for me, it's kind of been learning the hard way. Like, I'll find someone, I find what I like, I find what I don't like, I get my heart broken, then I move on to someone else. And it's been a very interesting cycle that I've kind of gone through. But now I'm at a place where I'm just single and I don't have anybody. And it's amazing. The great thing about not having someone around is that you can literally just be you. You can be free. You don't have to work hard for a relationship. You don't have to go through fights. Everything is stress-free, and all you get to do is like work on yourself. You know, you can work out, you can wake up early, you can do amazing things, and you don't have to worry about somebody else. Like, it is just the most freeing feeling I've ever felt before, and I'm so happy because now that I've gone through all this experience, I know exactly what I want in my future person. I have a list of what I want, which I can totally do a video on sharing my list if you guys want. I know my standards and I know what I need to change about myself before being in the next relationship. A personal thing is that, like I said earlier, I'm bad at communicating, so I need to grow that area in me. Yes, it is okay to be single because there's so many things that you realize when you're single and things that you need to change about yourself that you cannot do with a person right in front of your face. How to get over with a boy you were in love with. So I have been in love once, and that was one of the toughest things to get over. I truly believe that when you love someone, you don't get over them. I believe that when you love someone, you just love them. But being in love with someone and having love for someone is different. Being in love is like having love for someone, but also being attracted to them. The attracted part can go away. All it takes is time. It takes moving on. It takes finding yourself. All of the cliche how to get over someone. someone's steps. But the part where you loved them as just a human being, as just like someone that you truly cared about, and you would literally jump in front of a train for them if they were like about to die or something. That's very gruesome. But you love that person, okay? Nonetheless, I don't think that that goes away. And it honestly, it doesn't have to go away. You can love someone and logically tell yourself that they're not right for you. You can love someone but not be in love with them. Those things are all possible, but when you love someone, that's such a pure, amazing thing. And if it goes away, then it probably wasn't that pure and that true. How do you be so productive in the morning? Something that I've been kind of discovering this year is basically the fact that you control yourself more than you think you do. I know a lot of people kind of have this mindset of like, oh, if I don't feel like it, then obviously I don't have the power to do it and I can't do it. Letting your emotions overtake your whole lifestyle. And I definitely like have those days, especially on weekends. Like I can feel super lazy and I'm just like, I'm just gonna stay in bed and I'm just gonna do what I feel like. And every once in a while that is really good for you. You need to rest and you need to let yourself just kind of do what you feel like with your emotions. But day to day, if you're trying to be productive and you know that you have stuff that you need to get done, just tell yourself that you have control over your body. It definitely takes more out of you and takes more energy out of you, but doing things like writing lists, meditating on peaceful music, having a consistent sleep schedule, eating foods that you like, coffee, water, all those type of things play into controlling your own life. Now everyone's different. Some people like to kind of live in a more messy environment because they know where everything is and they like it to be very personalized. I have to live in a very clean, uptight environment, so I make sure that my environment is always clean and I'm always keeping up with all of the things that I know make me feel good. It's about just like taking note and learning what things inspire you and motivate you, and all of that goes into play for controlling your own life, and you can be more productive when you feel like you're in control of your own life. It's kind of a cycle that you just have to learn over time and by observing your own self. How cool is that? Like we get to literally live our lives and observe ourselves and do things for ourselves. Like, isn't that cool? Best thing about growing up. Well, there's a lot of good things about growing up. I think that like going through experiences and learning about yourself, it's just such a cool thing. Like life is so cool. I honestly think the cool thing about growing up is just discovering yourself. It's kind of like having all of the dots connect and letting that happen and just watching it play out in front of you, and your life comes together, and then you just kind of get on this steady, peaceful track where you're like, I know what I'm doing, I know why I'm here, I know who I am, I know what I need, I know what I want. And just finding out all of those areas of life is just such a real surreal experience. Alright guys, I have a whole lot to do. I'm actually doing a brand deal as of now, so I need to go film that right after this video. I'm glad that we had this talk. It was very, very fun. I love you guys so much. Make sure to check out my Cameo for personalized advice. These videos can be generic because I'm trying to reach all of you guys, whereas in Cameo, you can give me all the details to just your situation, so I can be super personalized. And I also lowered the price by 80% for the holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!